nyina mu chechemu ebebra mu midin biom e de vim lady Efia Pokua presidential elections so ye train returning officer a wono na hwe presidential elections so wo Ghana hanum said the lawyer enya abochire constitution ni mu no eye electoral commission the chairperson ne pe e na wo ho kwan say o declare there some of the media houses they no just call any projection and no crown a provisional untumi nka say na me dey abato na ma we anase we dey nkofo so ti omufi omo ye ni nyina so provisional ukodi eche na unya BP a wa na wakofa BP e dey ama ho memme ya abato minim papa bi a 2016 abato odi eche say odi ye need do police hospital na tim keja na obi kwotena ni V8 mu akwaje S Gracia na wa ba baji hu wo di a ene na wa ujejeje busa ho se nyankopon kra wawu ama no na wa ba bewu ama nipa da se ni a wontumi mo wo se kota na wo de atua we are decision time or live e wo UTV so menim penny for Professor Runs for Jampo e wo University of Ghana Political Science Department abeke ho e wo ha ye be analysis ni ahwe se de numbers so e ko trend se de tie lawyer amwakọ boedu lawyer kese obeboa ya mu achemu so far wa che kra se de mra no etie hwan e na wo right and mandate or power I will bet me declare who and who in the elections. It wa akwakwetena electoral commission, wa akwakwetena na nadu fio, wa akwakwetena NDC headquarters so uni power okay kansere kwa. E just electoral commission pe we na Dr. Kojafa ejan wo ho no ma o si bia de no ane club. O maamo because mu nyina mu ni power. Ono oba won hwe ne cartoon ni wi no wa declare so a untumi nyehwe. Wo case a you go to court. Udu court a na akoto atuguba. Any justice any yebo ama no akwa brofo e ho na mamenka o election petition 2012 atubiga okokeka de yen ko duru court afa na wamo ne ho oh my lord forgive me poor boy from Binduri e ho na bo say yes you are poor boy from Binduri say don awanya ne be ko kai okoka ansema afa no do my lord atukuba say now how can you even say that lawyer kese pa udu wa we judge we lawyer udu wa ubehu level simple menko ya de a ochena oho ebeche ma mefa nko numbers mu bie ne emra mpanifo no so na ye ne omo twetwe nkomo fact ye twen sa constituency we results ebeba upper dentua west abato mpeso aso ne ehun results nse de eche some of the shockers ya kan wasem dada so far constituency yes aka presidential de aka one constituency na ye de ebeka de aka no ehun one constituency na aka no so vote ai wo 31,740 ye ne for presidential election pe menka parliamentary then presidential so far presidential the ensaka no na ya rounding it up in percentage form no president Ekufuado na order number 1 ono no di MPP for odi omo anim e wo ballot box to number 1 president Mahama da so number 2 ni voter president Ekufuado wenya 6,692,630 president Mahama da number 2 on the ballot ono no ni voter wenya 6,170,492 6,170,492 onujina 47.2% and 51.2% for president Ekufuado nti numbers we mienu ene ye say electoral commission ebe kan say especially say 31,740 ni be kan ho na de prof no me ade ye projection so all the way e kan we hu and all the way e kan we hu ade aka ne sen ene be kwa akosi no de projection be ba mo na ye na twetwe nkomo no ache mu se de kwa akosi ba wo hwe parliamentary seat na so far the akwa konye ne trend to parliamentary seat na aka na pageant west Senate West na de ni nyina aka ona will be able to tell you the echo but this is the map so far distribution na what ase parliament so de ni braba amache say emu almost ya paya anisa seat MPP enya seat NDC enya emu na aka mienu no hwe map no so aka seat mienu parliamentary results no Violet bi shahanum form na no they say the new kid on the block the most important member of parliament in Ghana former MP na said your papa be gini di am akopia broche si na ni BBC any ade na chese former on the map yo brofo anka obi be kan boys no wo me say former on the map yo yamra studio hanum say ye be call electoral commission later on supporters bi akwa kogu wono me bi so wona na Ekufuado officer o mu nyina obi a shefita o obi ase wa wini na de easy be kan ena yemra ye twen ne akọ hono ne de ensem nyina abrem Professor Jampo mama akọ aba e wo studio
enia
so ho ye de
ho ye pa
so far una ya how but ye ve fancy lawyer me sam akọ aba biom
yeah me
boko Prof Jampo me van free so ne so far wo hwe in the pronouncement declaration of results na aka na declaration na aka ni said the parties so ka me say free nra ana adwo be si ne o ma ye press conference bebo 10 Just say edu ho no ma na me am ho ye me mobo ban centrofo because your fair press conference okay 2016 3:45 am ni edu so 2 am ni edu so na politicians omo yire no mada no a omo hwi ankro mo no na ye de ya fresh enko press conference ye wie so aye ni the first point of attack no ma ba be di atem but so far share the conduct of political parties about declaration ye enya maaye na wadwen ye o se won
yo me da say em say ba ko so awe fi anajo no isi nso ye
press conference ni bi I think twice kra
actually nsemu kakra ma em say me madwen mu no nipa bebre omutie yisi no omote omo ase but generally em say we are typical of our elections now this is an election that has featured so many press conferences. Em say yeah do press conference and counter press conference and then calling the elections saying me na me wini afi we hwe na ebi no mo ka omoja presidential election afi omo ka parliament na ebi no mo ka say supporters and tinsi abontin enjoy omumbo say ni na sefo megidi say we no nyina na ye ya ye de toto ye asumdwe a ye wo no ye de toto na se say bebi ana me fi ba no ohwa electoral commission asoye ho nipa bebre akobodo mpem ho asojafo bebre wo ho a police fo bebre wo ho na mehwe nkofo na ego bebre na mbisa nse na omo ye den what are they doing there esan say there is nowhere ni omo ye no ebe influence what is going on at the EC office enra sania minim de dane sania enim de dane na sania enra jinmensa echechire mu no the EC office or more quality results from the various regions, you know, they are working with the representatives of the political parties. They are working with the representatives of the political parties. Enti omo jina bonten ho na omo ye dede na omo tonyum na omo chante war songs no. Omo nipa omo representative ewo electoral commission collation center na nkofo na yede omo call collation center no omo nya full soldiers. Na omo nya nkwala nkete omo ye nkofo a omo nimdie a omo enimu so ye dru ewo amanyo semu a tese omo betumi represent political parties no na yede omo call nti no ye be stress enu agimensa can asem that I felt should be put out there more forcefully or say no about results bia ni ho a obi declare age say political parties no after coalition omo de omo side en ashase nti that suggests to me say in someone nkofo bi no ka press conference bi no ye wini ye say ase how mo wiem ase how aye over voting na sefo no omo kan na eto de bi amadwen bi sam say omo kan e de akere bedwam saa omo kan no bedwam saa e de ayeden ana say complain no omo ye no ya say jama maybe they don't stand by the complaint they are making because if truly say complain no omo ye no asem omo kan no say ye no kre na omani eje omani di ekire so ompese asem no ye resolve there then the best place to go no is to lodge those complaints with the electoral commission. Well be you sure say sa complaints ni wontwi ni man ketenkete e wo abato no ni nyina counting up to now no electoral commission on to nya den on declare results bia ye nti say asem bi wo ho na say wan fa nko na wan koka wo ho na fe wo yes wo de wo ka in the court of public opinion na ase woni je ho se obe insight we inflame passions and then you create tension within the body politic rather than seeking redress and solution to your problems and challenges. You know, my advice to them na say obi owo asem bia no eno me hwe dimensan sem wo kan na ase waye krado say so obi wo ehun wontwi bia na mente me ho ase bebi wo ho a mate say results were declared even without the signatures of the party polling agents na se for ni nyina problematic. You know, monfan kodan electoral commission na mo de kodan electoral commissioner wono mbesi nkonwa na oma ka ho asem if it is possible say asem no ye kan enye yi ntino yensan call back to the polling station yen call rerun that election it should be possible. I want to believe say omo de sansem in ato electoral commission anymore a omo beka ama yi ato yi anto yi from there you can go to court. Going to court in my view on these matters should be the last resort because I don't think that the electoral commission's doors are close to discussions and negotiations and filing of complaints with regards to, regarding nyama boni bi akoso a mweninje you know your best party for no I say we have conducted ourselves so well, apart from HS, and then see foreign observers be aba can't ya battle on hon some na so for monsieur. In some more can no ye nim that ye nim see ya conduct ye hu ye. We know the challenges we went through. Omo won sem be can election observation be omo kwa America. Uncle can't Trump.
Trump.
Okay, because Trump election now mo na up to now say we are seeing obi aidi obi anka ho asem. It to trust them up to now America phone to me declare who I'm going to say that formally there's no be formal declaration. In some more observation, a report to be in some car, or Monco America, no Monco, no Munya. Yeah, so I think, sir, we've come of age and we know what has gone right and we know what has gone wrong. Now, generally, no, if you look at the challenges of our elections now, they pale in comparison to the successes of the electoral processes. Into no, dear. Now, best political elite and say at this crucial moment, they should tone down on their utterances and they should not be calling on their supporters. They should be hitting the streets if there are challenges. The only time you can tell your supporters to hit the streets is when avenues for redress are blocked. Baby anywhere I can want them. Baby anywhere I do complain because I say a kind see. I know the other to me I say well. Yeah, BB and international supporters should hit the street. But I want to believe that per the press conference I had, the G-Mensa-led Electoral Commission address and Nano Peno, I have every belief in my mind. They say the doors are opened. If there are challenges, you have representatives on the coalition center or Electoral Commission for challenges. Not obey raise those issues. No more in international Omonka. Send your bear. You bet douse tension because dear, but now maybe I'm if you ban for baby or AI tense and it is not good enough.
AI tense, but said okay, no say parties in now woman musi for strong room.
And there is no way na mamena kase ono so ansana results be ade ba betu nanim no age se ya sign.
Nti ade na parties nim penning for kase omunim process we say electoral commission strong room on awo hwanye ne from 92. Awo honum say nti ade na omum na di anim na omo complaining
e no menya party ni sa party for so woni omo nya ka bi so omo menya party ni because anema ni bi o wa it doesn't make sense. Well, honestly I see a beka no krea there's no the two main political parties omo nim omo vote na omo nya na dada they know it already. Ayo omunya ese de bia no mo ka se ye nyina sebio na ya nkwasiafo ye na ya adwumundo. You see, if at this particular point in time political party bi wo ho o se onnim na resource ankasa na che say that political party is not worth its salt. Omunim resource that enti ne pa mo chew ma basa e biara ensi oman they should tone down on their utterances and in my view no omun kan kire you see I'm called for amase our electoral commission. I want to believe say they don't even know so one cast more representatives our coalition national coalition center they don't know. Okay, so somebody must, you see, it is also the duty of political parties to politically educate. And you know I'm educated can say when you omo national coalition center no omo nyanka nkire yen say ekwan na si bibi enu a ibetumi aye they are still dialoguing, they are still talking. And as for me sure say dialoguing and engagement no enu nti na ama up to now yentumi enye den in release results no
lawyer member ho but me person me ka o man for say video na hu no electoral commission chairperson watna say nimpeni fu akese ene won deputies mienu no ene omo won nchen no deputy chairperson bakuti ni benkum bakuti ni nifa getting ready for any announcement. Lawyer, is this the final call? I nim say because I think MPP for so more I ready call to challenge about 4 constituencies, but for now you focus on the presidential. EC chairperson at Tanasi, is this the last call?
It appears that we're the last call because on the returning officer for the presidential. That's what I said. Ebe won wa say obaba na I was on my press conference, no sorry, because you are trying to check. Into our bets, Nasi, the deputy, I bet, I'm say resource nana, or the but at least the presidential, so the parliamentary to come and an ass and pioneer. Wow, we challenge the procedure is there. We go High Court and also because Supreme Court. Say presidential because Supreme Court, parliamentary because High Court. Nafi who be
yeah, Fama, because I started Cassette, your co-chairperson of Electoral Commission of the Republic of Ghana, J. Mensah.
A good afternoon to all of you. It's a pleasure to have you here. We do recognize that we've invited you at short notice, and therefore would like to thank all of you for joining us this afternoon as we present the outcome of the election. And forgive me that I don't have the details of everybody here, but I'd like to acknowledge the presence of Her Excellency Mrs. Johnson Sirleaf, former president of Liberia, who is leading the ECOWAS delegation. Also acknowledge the presence of Her Excellency Diana Konia, who is the head of the European Union delegation to Ghana, and Her Excellency Stephanie Sullivan, who is the U.S. ambassador to Ghana. We'd like to thank all of you, both our local and international observers, for taking time to join us this afternoon. To God be the glory. Great things he has done and greater things he will do. On behalf of the Electoral Commission of Ghana, I welcome you to a significant moment in our country's history, the declaration of the results of the 2020 presidential election. As a commission, we had aimed at delivering the results 24 hours after the election. But as the saying goes, man proposes, but God disposes. We encountered a few challenges, including unexpected rains, which halted voting in some polling stations, leading to a few delays, coupled with the usual requests for recounting of votes in some polling stations. We regret the anxiety caused and ask that you bear with us. We hope that in subsequent elections, we will be able to live up to our timeline. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I indicate that this is a historic election because for the first time in the history of our country, the election day went by without major incidents and occurrences. It is no wonder that the BBC described this year's election as boring, and I put that in quote, a testament of the seamless, incident-free process that we witnessed on Monday. As a commission, we thank the Almighty God for his faithfulness and for how far he has brought us. We recognize without a shadow of doubt that we could not have come this far without him. And as the good book states, a horse is prepared for battle, but victory comes from God. And we remain eternally grateful and thankful to God for the victories he has wrought on our behalf, and they are numerous. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it is heartwarming to stand before you today to declare the results of the 2020 general election. We have come from far. We started this year with hope and promise, poised to reform and overhaul the core and critical aspects of our work and the very system on which credible, transparent elections are hinged. And here I'm referring to our biometric voter management system. We subjected this process to a robust and rigorous procurement process. Even then, from the very onset, we faced stiff opposition from within and without. As if that was not enough, we were hit by the COVID-19 virus when we least expected it. In the face of all this, we remained resolute, determined to deliver credible, transparent, orderly, timely, and peaceful elections in Ghana. We persevered throughout the lockdown to establish strong and efficient systems and processes that would stand the test of time. With hindsight, the Commission was able to use the circumstances of COVID-19 and the lockdown to our benefit, in that we were able to use the time to reflect on our processes, systems, and structures, and to implement reforms within our institution, promoting competitive procurement processes, as well as efficient, transparent electoral processes. This strategy involved our entire staff, who worked tirelessly behind the scenes, burning the midnight oil to achieve the results we witnessed today. Our mantra was that whilst the country may be on lockdown, as a commission, we had to keep moving forward to achieve the numerous tasks ahead of us. And so, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, here we are today. The results are evident for all to see. Indeed, the hard work, determination, and focus of all the staff, coupled with God's grace, has paid off. Today, we have succeeded in reforming our entire biometric voter management system, procuring and deploying robust equipment and devices, including our biometric verification devices, our biometric registration kits, our user-friendly software to govern the entire biometric voter registration and verification system, and a brand new data center, to mention a few, all of which went through an international competitive tendering process. Today, we can all be proud of a brand new biometric voter register that reflects unique individuals who are eligible to vote. With determination and focus, we were able to prepare a register that recorded 17,027,641 eligible voters in just 38 days, and in a rainy season. Thankfully, the just ended election did not witness issues of missing names, misplacement of polling stations, among others. Indeed, we hardly experienced any issues of missing names during the just ended election. Again, as a country, we can be proud of the fact that for the first time in the history of this country, the election was funded without reliance on monetary assistance from external sources. I can assure you, however, dear citizens, that we put your resources to prudent use. Furthermore, as a country, we can be proud of the fact that more than 95% of our procurement for the 2020 election was done through an open, competitive tendering process, as opposed to sole sourcing and restricted tendering, as was the case in the past. This no doubt ensured value for money in all our processes. At the right time, the Commission will share its report on its procurement processes and savings made to date. As a country, we can also be proud of the fact that for the first time in our history, all our processes from registration to election day were laid bare to the citizenry. Through the Let the Citizen Know initiative, we provided every citizen who cared to know relevant, timely information on all our processes. Today, citizens have access to information on the number of registrants on the voters' roll, the number of registered male and female voters, the number of youth, the number of first-time voters, and the number of persons with disabilities who are on the electoral roll. In addition, today we can all be proud that as Ghanaians we went to the polls and cast our votes peacefully. We can be proud that the technology deployed on election day worked efficiently and effectively. Voters all over the country have testified to the pleasant and seamless experiences at their respective polling stations. We must be proud that it took, in many instances, some 3 to 5 minutes for the average voter to be verified and to vote. We must be proud that the usual hustle and struggle at polling stations, the long queues, and the overcrowding were all absent. we must be proud that in spite of the COVID-19 pandemic, we all went to the polls with our safety guaranteed as a result of the stringent safety protocols employed by the Commission. And to crown it all, we must be proud of the fact that we have been able to declare the results some 48 hours after the election day. With hard work, focus, determination, and above all, God's help, we can do all things. Yes, we can. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it is important to emphasize that we have achieved our successes as a result of the collective efforts of the entire team. And here I'm referring to our commission members, our directors, our regional directors, our deputy directors, our deputy regional directors, our district electoral officers, our administrative works and mechanical staff. We have all worked round the clock to achieve our goals. To all our team members, I say Aiko, I salute you all. We certainly could not have succeeded without you, and I commend you all highly. To the dear citizens of our country, we thank you for believing in us and for walking this journey with us. Your constructive feedback has helped strengthen our processes and our work and has left us in a much better place than when we started. To our media partners, we say thank you. You have been our gateway to the citizenry and have helped bring the Commission to the doorstep of citizens. We could not have achieved our mandate without you, and we are grateful for your partnership over the last few months. To the civil society organizations that have believed in us and shared recommendations from well thought out research and analysis, we acknowledge and commend you highly, and we say thank you. We also thank our election observers, both local and international, for their interest in ensuring that the whole electoral process was transparent, fair, and credible. We commend highly the international observers who have traveled all the way to Ghana in the face of the COVID-19 pandemic to observe our elections. Your feedback so far has been constructive, and we look forward to receiving your full reports. We have no doubt that your reports would help strengthen our work and our processes. Thank you. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the election was conducted in 38,000 across the country and in 275 constituencies. I'll now turn my attention to the reason why we are here. At the end of a transparent, fair, orderly, and timely and peaceful presidential election, the total number of valid votes cast was 13,434,574, representing 79% of the total registered voters. Permit me to present the results in the order of appearance on the 2020 presidential ballot. At the end of the polls, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo of the New Patriotic Party obtained 6,730,413 votes, being 51.595% of the total valid votes cast. John Dramani Mahama of the National Democratic Congress obtained 6,214,889 votes, being 47.366% of the total valid votes cast. Christian Kwabena Andrews of the Ghana Union Movement obtained 105,565 votes, being 0.805% of the total valid votes cast. Iva Kobena Greenstreet of the Convention's People's Party obtained 12,215 votes, being 0.093% of the total valid votes cast. Madam Ekuya Donko of the Ghana Freedom Party obtained 5,575 votes, being 0.042% of the total valid votes cast. Henry Herbert Latte of the Great Consolidated Popular Party obtained 3,574, being 0.027% of the total valid votes cast. Hassan Ayariga of the All People's Party obtained 7,140, being 0.054% of the total valid votes cast. Percival Kofi Apalu of the Liberal Party of Ghana obtained 7,690 votes, being 0.059% of the total valid votes cast. David Asibi Apesara of the People's National Convention obtained 10,887, being 0.083% of the total valid votes cast. Bridget Akosua Jigbonuku of the Progressive People's Party obtained 6,848 votes, being 0.052% of the total valid votes cast. Nana Kunedu Ajiman Rawlings of the National Democratic Party obtained 6,612 votes, being 0.050% of the total valid votes cast. Alfred Kwame Asiedu Walker, independent candidate, obtained 9,703 votes, being 0.074% of the total valid votes cast. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, currently the election results we have declared exclude that of the Techiman South constituency, which has a total voter population of 128,018. 128,018. The said election results are not ready because they are being contested. As such, collation has not been completed. It is important to note, however, that the difference between the total number of votes between the first and second candidates is 515,524 votes. As a result, if we were to add the 128,018 full results to the results of the second candidate, it would not change the outcome of the election. Hence, our declaration of the 2020 presidential results without that of Techiman South. Indeed, if you were to add the entire results or collate all the results from the Techiman South constituency and add that to the percentage and the votes of the second candidate, Mr. John Dramani Mahama, he would obtain 47.873% of the total votes cast. And Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo would obtain 50.8% of the total votes cast. It is on that basis that we say that the outcome of the election would not change. Hence our declaration of the 2020 presidential results without that of Techiman South. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, on the basis of the foregoing election results, and by the power vested in me as the chairperson of the Electoral Commission of Ghana and the returning officer of the presidential election, it is my duty and honor to declare Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo as President-elect of the Republic of Ghana. May God bless our homeland Ghana and make our nation great and strong. Let peace reign. Thank you. I should not go without playing songs.
Thank you very much, Madam Chair, for the presentation.
No questions. No questions.
On that note, let me thank you all for coming. But before I do that, of the resident coordinator, UN resident coordinator, Mr. Charles Azani and his team. Thank you for coming. May God bless our whole nation. Is it on? Thank you all for coming. God bless us all. But before we exit, shall we say the closing prayer? Our pastor for this evening, Mr. Michael Booth. Thank you.
Okay, shall we pray? Father, we thank you. You began with us, and you have come to a good end. We thank you for bringing us to the end of this special meeting. We know as we go, your presence will be with us, and we shall get home without any incident because you are with us. We thank you for the peace of this nation. We thank you for everything you've done for us. We say hallelujah to your name. Amen.
Thank you all for coming. God bless you.
Prempe.
Shall we
Prempe.
respectfully make way for the chairperson and the committee members right before we do so? Thank you.
I will get in touch.
It was a pleasure meeting you again. Well, good luck. Congratulations,
Abusiafo akwaba live UTV so Mekayo say Shippers Abeka Junction. Election 2020 has officially been declared. Electoral Commissioner, returning officer Yamami J Mensa and Okasa Sisi no si abato no omawie amano omabobo. Officially, Excellency Omampani Ekufuado and we wini abato na voter owono enya dia bibia ebesesa no chepe the calculations are Jemensa Eddie Etuja Omampani Ekufuado enya total vote of 6,730,413 it now 51.595%. Omampani dada Mahama ya onna na oda number 2 our ballot box so enya 6,214,889 and ujina homa 47.366%. Ena Jemensa Trebu say aka akonya ba akotachiman South e ho say nti otutu eto ya UTV ya na breaking news no sa asem results omuntumi nsensan ni nyina na e ho total vote no ode koka Omampani Mahama ho kra de obenya 47.83% entumi mani nya 50 plus 1% a constitution no eka se obinya ansa na etumi abo ya ne din se Omampani yabekwa abonten ho electoral commission abonten akwa akotwe se the party supporters bi react ho no we ya na nado danko Akufo-Addo fie abonten ho wo Nima opposite Nima police station on na party supporters bi a omia MPP for omu edi ehusi no but MPP for so lose seat ni bi wo Mrashebedwa later on e ba be kam Mrashebedwa ho assembly for now presidential election reactions and asen Akufo adwenche wo mu eje ewo ho ene yede ebrem no okwa electoral commission abonten ho na NDC amenyeko no supporters bebre ekobo chenku ewo ho na no mo so twen say electoral commission the results ebe banti there's heavy security presence eye police for ni soldier for nyina ho said e be ya wo mbebo electoral commission no ho eban ansa na ma me Jemensa bekasa na ho se mpanifo akasie bebre ene etene nchen ebi ni ya ma me Ellen Johnson Sally bo lead ECOWAS ene ebibi mind delegation kese a wo free amanone aba eba behwe Ghana abato no former president ya not Liberia akonya so eno no to say tension ewo oman mu before sesi ade tension bia ni hono the election has been settled obi antiasia said the lawyer etre mu sesi ano ontiasia obeko Supreme Court said the 2012 election petition no ekodu Supreme Court na Supreme Court ankasa ahwehwe wo case mu na waje atum ede ama but for now President-elect of the Republic of Ghana will be taking over from 7th January 2021. His Excellency Omampani Akufo-Addo. Ono ana obetena akonya no eso ye bomodi ase ensabeka reactions from NDC camp ne ade ne Omampani Akufo-Addo fie ena ye hu no ankofo ono ane nkofo ni bi ebo na baso mo chiacha na nkofo hye yi mask elia ye ko honom se ya na omunyina na omasiesie omo obi a hye atade fita na omo edeje enchia wo live coverage ene ede bro all the way from Omampani His Excellency Nana Adodanko Akufo-Addo Nifie ewo Nima na uhun pictures ye be call headquarters of Electoral Commission but so far when nje a beautiful era for Ghana democracy because one will say assassin abano NDC MPP NDC ni nyina chese Ghana ye kuyenim abato ayato is a very significant abato ye nya make history remember studio anamene impedifo akese e wo hanu mentwetwe komo Professor Jampo and a lawyer amoakwa bodu e wo hanum say omumienu nyina aboa ye ma ya analysis nya prof finally results na ni ye nyina ma ye ho hyehye ye na ye ntumi ntinase no aba wadwe ye o saying
my only issue is normally na omoka I combine voter turnout the percentage. I don't see how she omitted that. And then also I saw trying the percentage of the ballots that were rejected. I saw trying money but she spent a lot of time talking about so many things that we didn't need at this particular moment. Now, civil society style. Those times na ye djuma ho no wo shia donors na wo pese wo tout achievements na se for say be ya you ombeboa obebre na se for I thought say she nam other name work can be bring into some of these critical details one farm back na me say we should find a way of getting those information from Electoral Commission because for some of us it's good for us to do, in doing our analysis. But generally, I said, yeah, Dayakoso ya ni putri. They say, Obienya 51%, Obienya 47%. Now, oh share and ra, said, bra, Omampinda da, John Mahama, Ebekasa, and me share ni more or de kasa and omwa, omujina honey, name, who say, I don't know, 51 and 47 one. But when we say Omakasa Numna, they were talking more about parliamentary at the parliamentary seats. They say normally the EC would not declare parliamentary seats, but I say near you who near it no say hang parliament 137 plus one independent candidate. Now that would be good for our democracy. Ubia into me and yet near maybe idea. You see. Tena Emerson Ramekana, President and I say political king kong. Otumie bibia because there is the checks and balancing system, and should that enigma. As you say, a parliament, yes, I. For mena near mistake. You see, power. You see, political power. Political power. No, it has its own.
So, but say a better about analysis about. The party power conquer for him. How this election and this near people now have struggled. Because now preliminary comment about results.
Okay, yeah, results. So let me say, near Bekwa na kuina. Sa results here or the other 2 day. And if I'm taking her on by in someone no kind na. Then me GD said the way your results are. Party for Nankasa and one national coalition centers. The representatives of the two main political parties or national coalition center no. Omo nyina omo de omo side dey Ashase. Because Okase will be amfa and Ashase on declare. And if she's come out to declare this and ye besere omo a omo ma say
NDC assign MPP assign.
Sa na de netie. So o say omo ansan a ontimi declare bibia. Enti no say sa na tie de a me sure so omo sign because o hwe se ne ye te say Deputy Attorney General Eka said President my instructions say na nkofo bi wo problems kakra o Savelugu elections but President okay say issue common sign na say for just so that things will progress na say for enti bi so ma sign enti yan kan kire omo ma say up e Electoral Commission won say mo amuni pa no kra no wakwa akosan ti obi an kofi na yen hwa asomdwe nim kwan
we number na percentages we expect 51.595% against 47.366%.
I think say generally most of the media houses these are the figures I didn't pahon bebre sa we are na ejina ho a nti we have media houses no mo ya ade because obia reportage aba numbers I'm so na ejina and I say na me ni ek me sure say political parties no munim omo ayo omo analyst no munim say ho na ejina enti ye da isiase ye da munyina mo ase na obia ya ade se kan
Mami no asipa ba mami kan amanfo so say UTV percentage any the electoral commission e de maye no difference bi anim e kitu bi hwe in fact the na nkofo kra na me camera ne ba me ko back na me ne mama mo exactly the ye kra ye wo ha say no bo say ye kra ye de na akufo ado vote no kra e wo form kitu bi because easy vote no ye 51.595%. Ye de ne 51.2%. If you look at a year ye de ba ye na President Mahama there 47. It's just around the same thing. And electoral commission the mine no is electoral commission say 51.95%. This is the same 51. Inti omo ka say here di entro no President Mahama there 47 the same number. And electoral commission e de MI no ti really no adwuma ne de asi adwuma no ye ba mama ko electoral commission ne enu aba Gloria bi ya e electoral commission abonti ho na party supporters ni bi e ko ho ye nhwe se so far there na e ko so e ko because na police for ne soldier for so do so pa obi ya mama akọ aba abonti ba bi a ogina no first of all we are safe for there and I am squad reinforcement mra
enforcement bebana o nyankopon adom ba bi egina ne de bibia ekoboko sene efitiase na yenuanom NDC fo wo mo egina ha wo mo supporters ahodo na twimumume no sese ye declare results ni wieye no wo mu nyina adispersia ebi fa benkum ebi fa nifa ebi fa mfimfin ya wo mu enyina ekọ na wo mu kire se wo mu expectation senka wo mu hwe animu se ye mame electoral commissioner ode betudwa se wo mu flag bearer His Excellency John Dramani Mahama na bedi nkunim no antumi anwie peye enti no amadodo no afri ha ekọ na ye wo mu ka ne se sebe ye bebre efisa decision a Ghana ma ateki say enye His Excellency John Dramani Mahama na ebedi yeso emfie na yedi anim no enya de a omo bojo sokra enu nti no dodo no an ye ebi ka ne say ye bebre pa ewo oman Ghana mu na me no kasa ide security fo no gina ba bi omu gina na asoja fo no so egina ba bi omu egina no a so lucky supporters wo ha no obia enye bibibia nam so ema security for no ebi ede omo sa aka omo anase omo ede omo sa aka omo obia comport de ho ye declare de ni wie ya declare results ni wie ya na omo edisperse ya obia eko sese ya no enwom ne ade ya no mbo ha nyina no wo mo agyaibọ na ade ba ko a mo ye ya na ye mefe e wo ha na say declare results ni wie even though no mo bo nyoso no enwom a omo ede hye mo ha ye one love entini ye bo mpa ye se nyankopon adom enwom a omo de esis wo ha one love ye mitimi hu say reggae na minim ni pakora obo onwom no Bob Marley nyom one love eno mudi shame a omunyina edisperse boko enti no sesia ade a me no kasa ide enya ade a NDC supporters are no mabodompem ewo electoral commission animu ha sei no wo mo eda so wo ha sei na ye hwe se ebetumi ayesa ewo ba bia na asomdwie atumi aba se na electoral commissioner e kan ye no o say let peace reign ye bompa ye say ye bompa ye se peace no ebetumi areni na asomdwie de wo ye oman na oni asomdwie a enya de a obekwa akwa ba bia na mebo bambofo a wo mo ha so aba so pa eye asojafo ene a policefo ye a wo mo ha sei wo mo ayade papa me say obia ni ho a opagya ne nsapo e de kan obi wo ha obia mpagya ne nsa wo mu kitakita wo mo niema kama omo asa omo like kama ewo ha se obia amfa ne nsa anka obia emumume ene niema na ekoso bia na nyade a obia ede ne nsa eka obia NDC supporters ne so ayade ewo mu se na omo twi mumume enwom ne akutia 1 or 2 de nanso obia so ni ho a sebe meka se o misbehaving se bia ebe se ewo se security man bi ana woman bi ede ne nsa ebeka no enti sade nyankopon adom wo mo atumi aye bibia ama asomdua aba no ye hwa animu se ebetumi akoso asa na nyankopon adom sade ewie mu ate ama ye nyina no ebetumi akoso sa eno nti amanebo a free electoral commission animu ha say ya wo outside no reporters ya wo outside no ya me de ebrem wo UTV sunie enti bibia aye boko na bibia aye boko wo ha say bibia aye boko wo ha say pa na yetimi etwe ben eye NDC supporters ni so bia ye ne ebi so ebetwetwe nkomo na ya hwe ne omo so eka stella no ebi ebu afumum ebi ebu afu nanso ye hwe se ebetimi atwe aban bia ye hwe se ebetumi atwe aban bia yo say security for ne say ye ma wo mo space kakra enti wo hwe funfoni a etwagu ye a obi gina ho a nani abre denden a o se on tiase omo entiase ba dodo no afiri hako dodo no afiri hako ene metimi akasa nipa aka gina ha no NDC supporters no menya sure se wo mo ebedru mfa se be 30 kura dodo no akọ dodo no akọ enti ye twe ben ho kakra ye betumi abisa ebi na ya hwe de ekọ ye betumi abisa ebi stella ebi no mo anyo ba ye bom pa ye se bibia ebe ye boko ye bom pa ye se bibia ebe ye boko Eja, me pa chowa.
Your mom. Never to me. Your mom is coming as I'm going. We will not still live another 4 years for under Nana Doko Nakufuado. The suffering is too much, the hardship. And Ghanaians come out and prove to Ganado that they are suffering. Even upon what he is saying in the education, the fathers of the students, we are hungry, we are dying. We are thinking because of Ghana, that's why I'm here right now. I can't live with Akufo-Addo for another 4 years. We have to casting democracy in this country, and everybody will buy gun and start to hustle now.
Ni o kan tie na se enya de a ono a one me kasa yi obetumi atena o man Ghana mu enfie nnan bie wa Akufo-Addo Mr. Moa, His Excellency the President elect Nana Akufo-Addo wono eneti adwa so efi se ni free SHS policies a wode baaye ene policies ahodo a wode baaye nyina chi no ekom de amanfo pa nti enya de a ono a wode mekasa asesi yi obetimi atena o man Ghana mu enfie nan a enye His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ene eti adwa so enti o makosem bia wo mo ede etutu dwa no ya binumo ebo enwokra ba dodo no a de me no kasa yi wo mo edisperse kwa sese kwan adamu traffic bia ni police barrier no eda so wo ho de ye hwe ni mu say other reporters a wo mo inside the electoral commission no wo mo ebetumi akọ cars no eda so sisi ha security cars no eda so esisi ha say ya boni bia ensiye obia ho enkan eno nti no vim ladies a wote menka na amanebo a ye di free electoral commission mfa say ye wo outside caucus reporters a ye wo ha say no reporter e wo outside no me de mamo na mene minua Erika Sare ene ahofe ene gina ha ya ebo adwuma pa bibia ekoso boko enu nti no me de amanebo no besi ha na mato amamo ewo studio na matumi ato aso ewo ho mosomfo obi ya ene ne mo etwetwe nkomo yi obi ya ye no asepa mo ene adwuma wo ne team ni nyina mo wo electoral commission headquarters amode amanefa abato no ene ne kenkan ne bobo ya officially returning officer Emma Ghana presidential election chairperson of the electoral commission wode etu dwa na training susanso aba nyina se de nyina ye ni age NDC amenyeko supporters om kofie. That's the beauty of democracy. Omati omo ase NDC ewo dom ewo parliament eno ni the beautiful thing no enti MPP fo anyai NDC parliament we said omo be ye adwuma of parliament we won't say yes because enya the MPP for kra betimi akotena parliament aka say ye the way by free enti the beauty ni say ya to aba ya asumdwe peaceful asumdwe no ene ade apeni ya ton komi keke na no ya so ene wo me scan bi kra na ye de ton indomie wo ka kwan honom ne ade a emayin nyina edi akoniaba ewo asumdwe so mamenka wo say decision time 2020 elections ena ye de ebe wie ye round ya be wi a ye person kenkan the mistakes na no Professor Jampo started say okan from so a MPP fo adi ewo aban mu anti abatwe wo mo hu say o electoral commission wo ma wi ni de but wo ma breb
in fifre ti MPP for no me sure say nen nansa nana do nai in fifre ti ne papa ne sakora no ho no se nka oben won kan hwe a ubebu nsuo gallon e wo no sakora no won hu so man pani ma ama so abre papa no oba ye oye ne press conference ni ti sisi form enye easy election na wo SRC asori dem cardboard elections kura hu se de na kan person national elections obi ade na ni hwe so enye easy sa nti mo amu be huru nkofo esremo ko gina NDC ni bi enim ko huru no wo ya MPP ni atena wo dem na jubilate wo de opa ko pe bi e de no ane crop we na bo na du ti pempem mo mpa wa wasem enko gina bonte enko fa pasa say bi ama say the lawyer ene prof aka na mra wo Ghana hanoma wa hwe ya wo beto mra no ti videos e de every electoral commission bonte ene de bro ye beko NDC ni MPP headquarters na akohwe de ekoso eso e wo krom so nkofo so e de enije na but this the beauty Ghana democracy enyini ekonanim lawyer na me wo so ansa na ye ko electoral commission no e free sabre ya amano electoral commission abobo no there na was kwan from various political parties omu candidates omu gina a process bi wo ho no ma bi a we be frɛ we ni ade cheche mu
oh say ni dia bo aba no obi ate ne ho ase for the presidential no enti
ya obi ate ne ho ase de
well it's not a matter of say won pini ana won pini die ekura no na tumi ni kura ne say obebu aba no abobo awie enti I'm expecting say the other parties be frɛ president elect normal concessionary and no whether you consider or not no no say ya bobo ba say obefre wa consider na ma omo ta wa teacher afo no so say the time na chi no kra no ono no wa consider nti afi yen hwe ni yen twen yenum so ntwen 2024 no be ma cohesion of the populace no obia won say asumdwe ne epe yentu aso na yentena Ghana.
Now what if NDC for issues with the results and also one friend no congratulating so be wo say the can so be answer immediately kwa activate a challenge no they say omo nyanka hwe but omo raise issues and sana declaration we cry electoral commission ebeye so omo how about no aden still omo friend president omo en consider na
oh no some presidential no how ho a me expect say o activate the process o me lawyers no e be hwe baby a sinto na ba na o ma file o petition o 21 days is kind no o 21 days no o file akọ Supreme Court enti e no set side a me hwe say o me ba abema o press conference because say ni enti ye pese ye say nemum o mo ye sa akra o so o mo hwe na o echitafo no e calm down say enye ntokwa aha efie se ne yede asem we ko yede ko Supreme Court ni akoka asem oni aboyenkuro ni nim se aboyenkuro na ebi ebedi nkunim na obi ate ne ho ase so on say 2012 ekoba asa no the then party chairman Ebeka say of MPP Beka say ni enti yede ko yanko gina kwa mu anko ye say yempene bia
baby to ka so o mompene 2012 no MPP fo bi to ka so o mompene
oh be no na
bi na na do kra ka say o on challenge no mo de court no na bi bu ofu say that bi
but say no de emotions is no emotions but if the figure head now or that part na no I will cry frank na ka say ni eye no ne mpanifo adwen ka say ni eye o mo de akire no emotions be to na say okay say ni ekoye enye de enso say ni ekoye sa na me expect be say so mo dream say presidential na yen jama no kwa eno aso o maye wa frɛ no wa congratulate no obia atino ho ase na fe ya hwe the next 2024 no abeto no eno no so hwa say we yedi nkunim na hwe margins na eketwa na yesa lose seats na omo so adwuma ye pa omo so kotena se maka say okay presidential no de ya say parliamentary no abempa say no uni be say parliament first na speaker Ebeka say ngofo ma na be sanction omo ni say no he say one ma parliament ye votia Ebeko the other side is a parliament be de pa and I feel omo so ebi wa say omo ko ye nti omo nka omo ye adwuma wo so omo ye no he say obi abe na adwuma because e be here obi vote for major things to go through and I feel so behind the scenes no omo bon komo pa the two major parties be bon komo pa ama concessions any interactions before a bill is passed into an act ebesi pa because say no I was say bon komo because ye nya votes a enyama we and go through enyama also ye say nya
even though MPP nanado na win no MPP for entumi nko omu ntumi nya de ompe parliament
and first na bia ye say hia mo votes a no there be enyama bia adwintwan so yes ye twen ye to abawi you see parliament dey call back there will be a lot more scrutiny bonus scrutiny ye be hwe nsemu apensemu abo no ho ansa ne hu say asem we ye beto so aba amana ayi apase so
prof memraus say that lawyer ka say was say party say president elect nanado no mo congratulating that o man frɛ o matomra because obi person challenge here so ofre no born about so does it mean any planning to me you know court na
senior mbedi nkankan no the results of my declare this year no I don't want to believe say party representatives na from answer they may have signed and an electoral commission have declare and you know who be say omoto mbra so man free to congratulate ya already election machines for no ebebre akokong me chere party there be
yesi ekuadonko
and I'm from party election machine for no bebre and a political entrepreneurs no bebre o ma frɛ
political entrepreneurs
so mo no omodi giska omfanye omodi giska na enyonyam bi na sefo they are not omunye omadwen so ompe political power yeah call them political entrepreneurs stroke election machines o ma frɛ akọ congratulate na ne ebe ye fe ne fe mu no and say anka you see the election year 9 it was a contest between NDC and MPP
yes
and you know near fe and ani femu and say anka mampeni mahama and so ebe fa phone na anka wafre na wa congratulate usually no sade we eba answer na you declare results no but better late than never don't forget say up to now Donald Trump on Fred Joe Biden and can't say and you know no we bufu anything you know but I want a display of that political maturity. I still believe that Mahama is not finished yet. Obey to me, Sanya wait to me a move from 44%
to 47.
About 47 yes. No. Not just who our parliament so our pie and all that.
It is all the greatest gainer ever 2020 about to me President Mahama. Because vote you see, parliamentary seat
my description of this whole thing is that you see the MPP has suffered, has experienced victory with a taste of defeat. And NDC so for them it is a defeat with a taste of victory. Well, MPP before need in so many because governance will be say me why ne be elected Speaker of Parliament. Speaker of Parliament was 37. I just said be a muko fasi kachitri.
But when the independent
na be say automatic sir. Waka so beka ho. Nya oni party mu ye pamon. Aka be 1 week or 2 weeks my election. And ye pamon say declare the seat to cry vacant. And na say for ya I mu bi no two omofo say anka hu hia. And so mo ntie. Enti no ebo na adansifo etwetwe no and ebe twati board titiri oh enti no say omukọ ne nchen a so obey you say onye o eno no e ono ankasa just say bi omo ne kasa yi ono omunya 138 dia then the selection of the speaker no ebia na atumi afi MPP but one penny a na che say NDC for and ebe determine who the speaker must be and then also the determination of members or chairpersons of
the committees.
Oh,
every before a problem. And you know, very key issue.
Omoko tam a japadia kakrekebi ema pepe na fe omo science be for the next 10 years I 10 consecutive elections or no kwa be call no post not just of the attorney nyasa they say tricky
for me now so ya papa o ya dance ni no movie
okay
me papa yire kra na me papa pani na yire and I hinti ohima it say was me na me associate me ho
say on a kingmaker on a kingmaker and say amade no musi so it's a victory with a taste of defeat for the MPP and then a defeat with a taste of victory for the NDC.
I like that, but I'm trying. Mesela about hobby improve because I'm not the MPP for a be you mo juma papa ne nanado. When I hear kano hano, there's a growth and decline for NDC, a grow or corner MPP. We move vote to 40. I say aba from yanko ye ni something Kenya Michel Kumasi yanko said Kumasi the World Bank of MPP and also said the Kumasi for the obo share any padom something mame mo akwaba ewo UTV so me yen hwe de ekoso ewo Asante Mantama hinkromu Kumasi ye bo aba ni wie ye no etisen wo something
Yo, Emza dede wa hapa intino Vim lady mete won kambe dede wa ha intino yabedu eye bantma aha ene omo fere se Florida yabe pese ne amanfo ba twetwe enkomo ne ehuse ne sitie hey ada intino madi agesa
street victory street mai na da kwa kufu adoduma wa ye no o deserve say wa we ne and wa we ne ye no ehunu se na duma deserve say e neje etiani aje e wa batma high street e wo kuma se bonten so ye ne aje say na do to aso etino se na ye bi class o to aso a na ye ni je sonko e de maga na mai e de makuma se mai e de ma satema nyina ye da gala fo nyina ase si ato abanama na da kwa kufu e da kia
abusia for me sam akwa baby live e wo UTV so Kumase Bantama ene de videos we free ayenu abema senior journalist e wa Santimantama Hinkro Samson Kenya meche na ode reports free Kumase ode bra ya chese MPP party supporters so eni agi say ya sana 2012 NDC supporters so de ni je sa wo mo egi wo mani Ghana say it is official say Ghana ye senior democratic state ewe bibie mu amai awdo nyina emu say ya to aba kwa de bia ya sesa aba to no kra na ya to kra de bia no enmonyam hye ene ye de ema mesa de wako number so eso na me chew say NDC konanim wo hwe amadodo a omu enya ye 2016 na eso te ba 2020 omo ama aba esro MPP for so 2016 ama omunya ye no say omu de eso ate kakra enu nti say de na Prof Sajampo kan enne kra na ka wo say NDC ni MPP na omu sha say omu homework for 2024 anyasa say de ekwan ketewa bi na da NDC ene MPP ntem no wo mienu 2024 pa omu be kire wo mu pa na say wo pese ko akansie no na wo de asumdwe edi waduane na etna wo TV ho na wo monitor abaton de a na wa start aye adwuma entem we aye decision time 2020 ene ye de ebrewa ye wi ane say twen say enche bi o mampani sesenenti na nadanko Akufo-Addo ebe kasa sase ehun so o ma hyehyehye nkonwa e wo ni fie honom nti ye hwe kwan say bia obe kasa na abato no muaye aba no ode nanu December to dwa ne ehun 2016 ye hu say ni fie honom a wo gina ho na wode nanu December to dwa eho ene de edikan kra Ghana for biate says na President Rawlings awonya ni be koyi ene yera Kojoti Kata no wo nyina wo mo boa nanado e wo 2016 abato no misan say ho ene wo bobo wo mu din da wo mase ho na opposition for sabre na NDC ena na wo mo eye aban a eti akonwa so MPP for na e wo opposition no wo ma win election wo ba aba mu ene nipa bebre political analyst no wo mo monitor abato say de e komo de ayem hyehyem say na say Rawlings boa President Akufo-Addo enso sa na amanyosem etienti na wo a wutifie no eni say wo do koma ekoto chacha na wo de edieche politicians e wom ti say lotto writers any lotto ayifo ye permutation na oye odi 2 permit 47 no otwa na anye ya ade ya 47 otumi da no 74 no otwa na afa na de ama no onye ska no wadi emfa koma enkodi eche decision time 2020 any ade bro no wey eye video say di fi Bantama enkofort friend Bantama Florida eno no say your big constituency kese pa no ene kuta the biggest number of votes ya the cameras nya na other constituencies e be say the enkofort so wo mo ji momani ene de omu edi arewo say ya mema ne nyon wa ene NDC gina ni ade ya cha na MPP for ji omani sa enete yamra studio hanum say ne mfa nkomon be so ko say ebenya ensama omampani excellence na nado ebeka ana say de omampani mahama so obeka efa ho say bi obefra na nado so be kasa o sede oni nyina ye hwe kan but there's also a challenge parliament seat parliament say mo achemienu o enti independent candidate ni ye kana assembly say de ojem papa bronya say de obra be ye guy sem no na anu ya obi asende me a photo bi say yi formina MP so oba parliament a awurade horses na ayi na nado ne mahama ete akonwa so omo be ye state of the nation address ye de form no enu bi ene ye de ebetwa ne ho ahia ode ebeba parliament penifo mema mo akwa babiem Prof Jampo na me busa say sesi ayi ye umunmienu nyina mo ka say wo say ayi omampani mahama of from omampani na nado na congratulating say that is the convention e wo honom but there any expectation we should free sabre konya political parties but political activities say the answer na abato no emuaye ne kra beba ye hu say na NDC supporters so called say obebre kofie but do you expect say dia insusuanso bi obi de abufuo ebe react bibi ana say the Ghana ye ndan no boko ni asumdwe na beba so
say o hwe obisa o reporter na owo ye frɛ Hussein electoral commission na o kire say enkofo na omukọ board ompem wo ho no omo ina akọ na bebre ekọ group but omo esan akofie ne de me say omo kọ no baako osoro ahemem be kọ no baako nti no bi akọ ni fie ankro nti no I want to believe say to the bia you see sir results no mo declare as I indicated earlier I minimum say party form penning for no more EC room ho no omo any EC adwen that's why omo to me declare and in that case no unse ever since omo declare so ye nya political party penifo no omo mma ye mmeka se ye accept anase bibi omo nso ayedin enti no omo se sisi ya no omo declare there but I don't expect and I don't think say omo ba abeka bibi ebe etumi a challenge ni a ekoso publicly enti na je say obi a oye ibia no why say won't ase bia na che say umpenimfo no kra nka ahwede a na ese say okofie na okope nsuo bi edware na afi ope bebi da na I expect the MPP for as say omo edi ewusi ene say bebre enhye da ente abato na yato no omo nti ase they don't know its implication as I said it is a victory with a taste of defeat won ni akoba ne say kan no
na do view cry pictures na ewo TV no so no say they wo kan say any general is slow
wenum etiase bebi a wenkofo omo etiase but supporters na egu abonte no omo nhye da ante ne akoso na se won say no Parliament na ebe rule o man no enye president
nti we win so win
Parliament na ebe rule o man no won na wuti anye ye na speaker of parliament no so go free the other side it is possible for me na MP onye me ye so onye decide bibi obeko enti no so wuti anye ye no decide say okay me dey mekoso aye you see they are the 1992 and 96 now for they were MPs omo decide yes they will want to remain independent
okay
well omo ye independent enti no ono no o decide as and when necessary on this particular issue me independent candidate me kwa kodom MPP for no ne o mato aba on this particular issue no me independent candidate me kwa kodom NDC for no ne o mato aba how are Yakubu Ogede no mo yes and ma no na se for ate say or they sat as independent and decided as and when necessary minyaya anka for me na MP no onye sa onfa no nkodom amanyoko bia a back critical issue I say there's going to be the determination of who will become the speaker of parliament onu ankasa onwe ho na onhwe se bebi a ode ne support kwa ebeboa no onko join MPP and so join NDC he should not make him a perpetual person there say and then many omako to aba akọ bebi ba ko nti de bia many omonyasa onyasa se ne ebe ya ebe ma parliament no ho ebetumi a play ni rule na ebe fa no ntuma because from 1992 up to now parliament has remained a rubber stamp want to be nyahwe ye nko a na se for de bia na speaker after speaker kan de bia MP se omomba parliament o omomba de bia o ma eleto yetumi kosi ye kohye mra anase ye ko discuss ne ma obedu ne say MP so no bebere amba yentumi inform korom ti ne asan so omun kofi ende obehwe se bi betumi atene fia untumi ntene fia say ukona and every time parliamentary business will suffer if you don't go because of say emuna ache pepepe no wo na afei ya behwe se mo betumi president no kra no menye sure say this time no betumi appoint majority of the ministers from parliament because emu ache until say appoint majority of ministers from parliament na say you are also depriving parliament from its duties because ministerial work na to de bia na edwuma bebre nso wo ho a so mo ye ntem mo ntumi nko parliament na sefo nti no won sunsuanso bebre I just say a master politician obi a waye na adwen say afedie obebu o man no enna obetumi obekase ni beje but waye wadwen say obe ni business as usual na say for there ene we num so de obesi ni but me pese me kan fia me ba me say me kan so say you see I expect now parliament to play its role as a checking function a checking organ of government over the executive I expect them to do that but it is also true it can also happen say afei a ye feel say eleso mo check no ubon say afei aban de bibi ba na bia afro mo kukuom mepa chow ade we de munye wo kai we de omo asem o PC appeal for oboa meboa bra ye ton Vodafone o se mo mu ina $5,000 ansa na omo vote
ye eja ko de so sa MPs na be ya allegation ayaga ena asa
minim na mini ho
na se parliament
me ka asem se na mi ni ho omo ho no asem omo kan ye no ena me de ka e kire omo amfrɛ me se contempt nti no omo asem omo kan na me so me ka bi se omo boa me boa but ye friend say PC approve for o say omo to Vodafone ye mo $5,000 and no one will support you. Yes, sir. Sir, in the bid to ensure that government policy sails through successfully, no, young share, sir, a better dialogue and incommodie and baba and then quiet a beer, ye more musicana or more support. Or come here, uni party, uni abemwa, a ya na opposition, a ye quabneji, a kind, and I'm say. Spiogabra so kan opposition is a hell. And you know, uni abemo to the bia na e den kaka omonso nkoye say o ani yemfa sika bi mreremu na omonti ase na omonye because ya nhwe yi a So parliament, even though me feel say omo best stamp on the authority, no, the other side is that they may also be overly cooperative. Now, once say omo ye overly cooperative, and I just say in near maybe so koso yes, say onyame adom keke na from 1992 yakwa na ebedu sabri nti no omo ma parliament no play its role na say eba say aban policies bi ebeko through it should be as a result of dialogue. It should be as a result of constructive criticisms and the remodeling or reshaping of government policies in a manner that reflects constructive criticisms that may have been leveled against those policies by the opposition.
Okay.
And so forth.
Okay. Lawyer, I remember what any idea it was a parties this year because they said yeah, what would you can only problem kind race near very tight. Now Enkofo bebre aka say e was MPP for say omusua nyansa pa every nkunimdia omadi mu because from 53% maba mati aba from bedu 51%, NDC from 44% omaba so bedu 47%, mankofo pokasa oma hwe ya 2024 no say NDC yire no ho a omo betimi afa seat no in 2024 inti election we dia na esua dia was parties no NDC ni MPP nya omusua ewom ene mankofo kan obi kwa start ye reshuffle list Penifo was a pam minister so say or president. I some journey after some of friend was to say on which as a uncle for a baby uncle ground and then I can some of the seats in the crown son but ministers or manco a mucrom constituency or munco a bedu about to a friend or best friend what make I can attest to ministers are 4 years and or be a from crama watching that a bedu about to oh Vim lady I'm only calling to check on my small calling to check on me. So home enti DNA sua de was NDC ni MPP titu omusua free resource any said about to wo ye ma hye omo no.
But I think said the first thing seriously kind first thing that was MPP sua DNA ma omo aba no eso tie. There's individuals bi wo mu a wo hwa